Hey there, it's Dr. Justin Marchegiani. Today's video is going to be about what it takes to have a healthy breakfast. Again, what makes a good breakfast. We're going to dig into that. We're going to talk about blood sugar and blood sugar stability. If you eat in the morning and you don't feel hungry, why is that? And some simple breakfast strategies that you can incorporate into your daily life to stabilize your blood sugar, balance your hormones, and give you more energy. So let's dig in. So first off, what makes a good breakfast? So there's a couple of attributes, in my opinion, that make a good breakfast. One is blood sugar stability, okay? Blood sugar stability is really, really important because that sets us up for the rest of our day. When our blood sugar is wonky, when our blood sugar goes up and down like this, we tend to have cravings at the low end, and at the high end, we tend to feel tired and maybe a little bit wiry. So we get this craving slash tired slash wiry type of feeling. So our mood's up and down, our blood sugar's up and down, and then a lot of times cravings happen here as well. So we have the cravings down here at the bottom part. So we want to set ourselves up so we have better willpower in the morning. And we do that by having balanced blood sugar, and also having good protein and fat, which helps balance the blood sugar, but it gives us that type of satiation we need in our intestines to feel like we're full. We're not needing extra things to fill in the gaps. So first things first, one of the first principles I incorporate is the 30-30 rule. That's 30 grams of protein in the first 30 minutes of waking up. That stabilizes the blood sugar. Also, we're waking up having fasted for 10 hours. Let's say you ate your dinner at, say, 6 p.m., 7 p.m., and you're waking up the next day at 7 a.m., well, that's about 12 hours of fasting. So when you go to bed at night, what happens, here's bedtime right here. I'll put sleep. Okay, this is sleep. And here's your cortisol. Your cortisol is actually pretty low here. And then when you wake up, so sleep and wake, cortisol is actually coming back up. So we have a lot of stress hormones in our system compared to nighttime. So this is a great time to sleep. It'll prevent that cortisol from coming in and ravaging muscle tissue. So we want to come in there and get some good protein. So about 30 grams of protein off the bat will be super helpful to stabilize the blood sugar. Also, amino acids, which are like if protein's the pearl necklace, if we have protein is the necklace here, okay, this is our pearl necklace of protein, P in the middle. Each individual ring is an amino acid. So these amino acids can actually be precursor to our brain chemicals, our neurotransmitters, right? Serotonin, dopamine, even our adrenaline, which are really important for mood and for sleep. So protein's really important. It sets the tone for a lot of our brain chemicals and neurotransmitters. Also, a lot of times protein is actually interconnected with cholesterol, because most of the time you're going to see cholesterol in the form of animal products, and there's almost always protein there too. Now this is a really important hormone product because cholesterol is the building block for all of our hormones, whether it's pregnenolone, whether it's DHEA, whether it's progesterone and estrogen. All of these hormones are really important, even our stress hormones, right? These are all very, very important. So protein and cholesterol are interconnected, and we can even add fat to this because fat and cholesterol are almost always there as well. So you can see we have the triad, right? We have fat, we have protein, and we have cholesterol. This is our little triad here. Okay, so really important. We get building blocks for hormones, we get building blocks for neurotransmitters, and it also is very satiating, okay? Very, very satiating. The gastric phase of digesting, where protein and fat sits in the tummy, that nice filling heaviness of the protein will tell the brain you're full, right? The reason why most people overeat is because they start their meal with carbohydrates. It's like the old Pringles commercials of the 90s, right? Once you pop, you guys all know it, you can't stop. Right? The reason why is because carbohydrates don't have that feedback mechanism to say, hey, you're full, slow down. everyone can go back to their college days being in their dorm room and eating a whole pizza to their face because it's just primarily a lot of carbohydrate. So if we eat good fats, we get that good apostatic regulation mechanism saying, hey, we're full, we're full. So kind of keep that in mind as well. So again, protein, fats, and carbs, different scenarios. So what can you eat in the morning that's going to be super helpful? So off the bat, you have eggs. Eggs can be a great scenario. You have a protein shake, and that could be beef protein, okay? That could be pea protein, that could be collagen, and that even could be whey protein. These are all really good options that you could mix in with some coconut milk or water. So really good options. You have eggs, you have protein shakes. You also have leftovers. Leftovers are really good. You can just reheat it and you're ready to go. So eggs, protein shake, leftovers. You can also do pre-cooked sausages. I like the ones at Whole Foods, it's like Dell's, and there's a couple other brands that are pretty good. Pre-cooked sausages, we'll just abbreviate that. And you could do it, it could be turkey, it could be beef, it could be chicken, it could be pork. So this is nice because if you have food allergens, you can just rotate through the different kinds of proteins. And obviously make sure it's organic and all the good things that we want regarding food quality. So sausages, eggs, protein shake. You can even do bulletproof coffee. Bulletproof coffee. I'm a big fan of bulletproof coffee because of the high quality fats, whether it's MCT or butter, or if you're doing more autoimmune and you can do ghee. These are some great options because you're getting some good antioxidants in the coffee and you're getting some high quality fats. And if you want, you can kind of overlap this and you can do some of the collagen from the protein shake and then you get your fat with the coffee. So these are typically my 4 breakfasts that I do. I do protein shake, I do eggs, I do bulletproof coffee, I do leftovers, and those are the sausages right there. Those are the sausages, pork, turkey, beef, chicken. Now there's one more scenario. There's also fasting, okay? There's also fasting. So who should or shouldn't fast? So today I actually fasted. I didn't eat lunch today till 2 o'clock. Today I had just sashimi sushi with a carrot and some coconut aminos in place of soy. So that was my breakfast. That was my lunch. I fasted for breakfast. I actually did a bulletproof fast today, and my dinner is actually in the oven. I have green beans, I have broccoli, and I have a kielbasa and some Dijon mustard. So that's my breakfast, or that's my dinner for tonight. So you can see the 4 options here, and then the fast. Now, I have good, strong adrenals. I take my supplements. I'm sleeping good. I'm doing the right amount of exercise. I'm basically managing all my lifestyle stress to the top I possibly can. Now, Fridays are my light patient days, so I'm not as stressed. So I try to always, one of my more stressful days, I'm making sure I have a good meal at breakfast. If you're gonna try fasting, try it 1 day a week. Try it on a more stress-free day just to see how you're doing. That's like the first thing that I would recommend. Also, regarding fasting, if you're a female, females are more sensitive with blood sugar issues, especially around the last half of their cycle before menstruation. So a female cycle is typically like this. It's 14 days in the middle. This is where they ovulate. This is day 0. This is day 28. They bleed right here, right? Typically day 1 through 5 sometimes, maybe 1 through 3. And this is where a lot of the symptoms of PMS happen. They happen right here, that 4 to 7 days ahead of time. So be careful. Blood sugar sensitivity can be really high in that time frame. Also, if you have adrenal issues or thyroid issues or active gut issues and inflammation, that could really stress your body out. So just keep that in mind. So we have eggs, we have the pre-cooked sausages, we have protein shake, we have bulletproof coffee, and you can combine these 2 here. We have leftovers and we have fasting. And then also you can even add in like a protein fast, where you're just avoiding protein. Maybe you're having a bulletproof coffee, you're having butter or some kind of fat, and you're utilizing the fat, but you're avoiding the protein because you want to take advantage of that cellular autophagy. That's the mechanism in where your body recycles protein. And that has a lot of anti-aging effects with telomeres and such. So the fasting benefits help with recycling protein. So you could do a protein fast where you're eating good high quality fats, but you're just avoiding the protein. That's another mechanism. Be careful with fasting if you have active adrenal issues, fatigue, thyroid issues, you really want to be careful. Get healthy first, then test it. Try a day of less stress before you do it on a day that has more stress. Even I try to always choose days of less stress now, and I'm pretty healthy, so keep that in mind. So meal options, I think we hit it. Different kinds of scenarios. So we talked about eggs. We talked about the different kinds of scenarios regarding hormones and thyroid and who should or who shouldn't do it. We talked about our macronutrients. Also, carbs. I try to keep carbs out of breakfast. If I do carbs, they're going to be pretty much vegetable-based, high micronutrients, and low carbohydrate. The only time I will alter that is if I work out in the morning. If I work out in the morning, I'll have some carbs post-workout. I'll do carbs post-workout if I work out in the morning. And then again, different scenarios. I typically do my protein shakes more if I'm going to work out in the morning. Typically, I'll do bigger meals on days I don't work out. All right. And then also, if you're in the morning and you're having issues, you're not feeling hungry, go do the protein shakes if you're not feeling hungry. And also look deeper. There could be a gut infection. There could be low stomach acid and low enzyme production that's making it harder. So when you eat proteins in the morning, your body's in that sympathetic state because that cortisol's up, and that may turn off your digestion and make food sit there more and make you feel intuitively like you got a brick in your stomach, and you probably do. And that's what's turning off your appetite. So keep that in mind. Different scenarios could be not hungry in the morning. It could be workouts in the morning, when to do carbs, and then we reviewed all the meal options. So if you have any issues about your diet, your breakfast, or you have some hormonal issues, thyroid, adrenals, and or gut, and you want to dig in and figure out the next steps and get your breakfast dialed, then click on screen, click below, and make sure you subscribe for more great videos coming right your way. Thanks a lot. This is Dr. J signing off. Take care.